Let's explore the 5 haircuts that could shave years off your look. Together, gorgeous. I research worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women so you get simple, proven transformations that work instantly. Today we're perfecting 5 haircuts for women over 50. You'll look 10 years younger by the end. We're covering 5 powerful parts. The wrong length that ages you. The fringe secret stylists never share. The face framing cut that lifts everything. The volume myth most women believe, and the finishing touch most overlook completely. Stay for the game changer in part 3. It is the one your mirror has been waiting for. Hit subscribe so you never miss a glow-up moment on Ageless Glow. Part 1. The length mistake that ages you instantly. Title: The length mistake that ages you instantly. Most women over 50 make one silent, costly mistake every single time they sit in the salon chair. They ask for the wrong length, and it is quietly adding years to their face without them ever realizing it. Length is not just about preference. It is about physics, face shape, and the way light hits your features. Get this wrong and even the most expensive haircut will work against you. The biggest mistake is going too long. Very long hair past the shoulders tends to drag the face downward. Gravity already does enough of that work as we age. Your hair should not be helping it along. Heavy, blunt lengths pull the eye down and shadow the jawline, making features appear sunken rather than lifted. Most overlook this entirely, and it is the first thing a trained stylist notices. On the other end, cutting too short too fast is equally aging. A severe crop without softness can look harsh against mature skin. The goal is always a length that creates lightness, movement, and lift. Here are 5 solutions that correct the length mistake beautifully. 1. The collarbone grazing lob is the most universally flattering length for women over 50. Long enough for femininity, short enough for lift. 2. A soft layered bob landing just below the jaw draws the eye upward and frames the face with intention. 3. Adding graduation at the back creates invisible volume and lift without adding bulk. 4. Avoiding one-length blunt cuts removes heaviness from fine or thinning hair immediately. 5. Requesting face framing pieces at the front regardless of overall length softens features and adds youth. Length variations matter by face shape. Round faces benefit from lengths that elongate. Square faces are softened by lengths that graze the chin or below. Heart-shaped faces shine with collarbone lengths that balance a wider forehead. Why it works is simple. The right length redirects where the eye travels on your face. It creates upward visual movement rather than downward weight. Tools worth knowing: thinning shears for weight removal, point-cut scissors for soft ends, and a round brush for blowout lift at the roots. Maintenance is key. Trim every 6 to 8 weeks to preserve shape and prevent the heaviness from creeping back. This one shift alone shaves off 10 years, and that is not an exaggeration. Part 2. The fringe secret stylists rarely mention. Title: The fringe secret stylists rarely mention. You'll love this one, because almost nobody talks about it openly. Fringe, or what most women simply call a fringe or bangs, is one of the most powerful anti-aging tools in hairstyling. But it is also one of the most misused. The wrong fringe ages a woman dramatically. The right one lifts the entire face, softens lines, and creates an instant illusion of youth that no cream or filter can replicate. The mistake women over 50 make with fringe is going too blunt, too thick, or too short. A heavy blunt fringe draws attention to lines across the forehead rather than concealing them. A fringe cut too short exposes the full forehead and loses all the softening magic fringe is meant to provide. These are the versions that make women swear off fringe forever, when in truth they simply had the wrong type. The secret is softness. Soft, wispy, side-swept fringe works like a natural filter on the upper face. Here are 5 solutions that make fringe work beautifully after 50. 1. Soft side-swept fringe blends seamlessly into layers and draws the eye across the face rather than straight down. 2. Curtain bangs parted gently in the center frame the eyes and temples with romantic, youthful softness. 3. Wispy textured fringe created with point cutting adds movement and avoids the helmet hair effect. 4. Brow grazing fringe that just touches the eyebrows shortens the forehead without covering it completely. 5. Face framing pieces that act as soft half bangs give fringe benefits without full commitment. Variations exist for every comfort level. Women who want low maintenance can request long curtain bangs that grow out gracefully. Women with fine hair benefit from thinner, airier fringe that does not weigh down the hairline. Why it works is rooted in distraction and framing. Soft fringe redirects attention to the eyes, which are the most expressive, youthful feature on any woman's face. Tools that help: a fine-tooth comb for fringe styling, a small round brush for gentle curl, and lightweight styling cream to keep pieces soft and separated. Maintenance for fringe is more frequent. Every 4 weeks keeps the shape intentional and prevents overgrowth from reversing the youthful effect. The fringe secret is this: less weight, more whisper always wins. Part 3. The Face Framing Cut That Lifts Everything. Title: The Face Framing Cut That Lifts Everything. This is the game changer. This is the part most women have never been told clearly enough. And once you understand it, every future haircut changes. Face framing layers are not decoration. They are architecture. They are the structural element of a haircut that either lifts your face or lets it fall. Done correctly, face framing is the closest thing to a non-surgical lift that exists in a salon. The mistake women over 50 make is skipping face framing entirely, or allowing their stylist to cut all layers at a uniform length. Uniform layers without specific face framing pieces leave the front of the hair with no intentional direction. The hair simply hangs. There is no movement toward the face, no light catching the cheekbones, no visual lift at the jawline. It looks flat, dated, and unintentionally heavy. Strategic face framing solves all of this without adding length or drama. Here are 5 solutions that make face framing transformative after 50. 1. Longer face framing pieces that begin at the cheekbone and sweep forward draw the eye upward and outward, creating instant lift. 2. Angled face framing layers cut toward the chin follow the natural jawline and create a slimming, defined effect. 3. Soft graduation around the temples adds fullness where aging tends to create hollowness. 4. Disconnected face framing pieces that are slightly shorter than the rest of the hair create movement and visual interest. 5. Curved layers that wrap around the face rather than falling straight down mimic the natural softness of youth. Variations depend on face shape and density. Fine hair benefits from fewer, lighter framing pieces. Thicker hair can carry more dramatic framing with stronger graduation. Why it works is about where the eye lands. Face framing layers act as arrows. They point toward your features, your eyes, your cheekbones, your best assets. Without them, the eye travels nowhere. Tools that elevate this cut: a large round brush to direct framing pieces forward during blowout, a diffuser for natural wave definition, and a lightweight serum for shine without weight. Maintenance every 6 to 8 weeks ensures framing pieces stay intentional and do not merge back into the bulk of the hair. This shaves off 10 years guaranteed. Part 4. The Volume Myth and the Finishing Touch Most Women Miss. Title: The Volume Myth and the Finishing Touch Most Women Miss. Most overlook this, and it costs them the full effect of every other right choice they make. Volume and finish are the final 5% of a haircut, and they account for 50% of the result. Women over 50 are often told to simply add volume, as if volume alone is the answer. But volume without direction is just puffiness. And puffiness does not look young, it looks unpolished. The goal is strategic, intentional volume placed exactly where it creates lift and youth. The myth is that more volume everywhere is better. It is not. Volume at the roots of the crown lifts the entire silhouette. Volume at the sides widens the face and draws attention away from the jaw and neck. That is the opposite of what face framing and cut are working to achieve. Strategic volume is precise, roots up, sides calm, ends with movement. The finishing touch most women miss entirely is texture. Smooth, flat finished hair looks older than hair with gentle, intentional texture. Texture signals vitality, health, and movement. It catches light. It lifts. Here are 5 solutions that perfect volume and finish after 50. 1. Requesting root lift specifically at the crown during a blowout creates structural height that lasts all day. 2. Avoiding heavy smoothing products at the sides keeps volume where it belongs. Up, not out. 3. Using a light texturizing spray at the ends gives movement without weight or stiffness. 4. Finger diffusing after styling opens layers and adds soft natural texture rather than flat uniformity. 5. A final light hold spray applied at arm's length sets shape without crunch or helmet finish. Variations by hair type matter deeply. Fine hair benefits from volumizing mousse at roots before blowout. Thicker hair benefits from lightweight oils at the ends only to prevent frizz without heaviness. Why it works: texture and strategic root volume create the visual impression of healthy, abundant hair regardless of actual density. It signals vitality. Tools that transform finish: a boar bristle brush for shine, a wide barrel diffuser for root lift, and a silk pillowcase that preserves texture overnight. Maintenance is daily but minimal. 30 seconds of root lifting each morning preserves the effect between washes. Now you have every tool. Go claim your glow. Boom, gorgeous! You look 10 years younger and you have not even left the room yet. You now know the 5 haircuts and decisions that change everything after 50. The right length, the fringe secret, the face framing lift, the volume myth, and that finishing touch most women never think about. Wear every single one of these ideas with total confidence everywhere you go. Now here is what I want from you. Like this video, subscribe to Ageless Glow so you never miss a transformation, and drop a comment below telling me which of these 5 was your biggest mistake. Was it the length? The fringe? I want to know. Your comment helps every woman watching, and it means the world to this community. See you in the next glow up, gorgeous!